Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials on any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
Yeah, and please, help me to understand, are you familiar with these topics or not? And, specifically any basic questions or in-depth details that you would like to understand. Please go ahead, okay? My teaching strategies and, the explanation strategy in the session will be little bit different compared to the others, okay? I'm completely focusing on the, industrial level where I just need to pass a knowledge like how the projects are working, what strategies which we need to follow. Compared to the other trainers, I saw many times. I personally attend some, sessions of my expert trainers, like how they are, explaining the details. But compared to them, my strategies and my explanation ways are different. Okay, so I can say that is completely related to the project levels, and I'm passing the details which is required at this time, and in-depth details that you need, that I'll pass step by step. Like suppose anyone come to me and ask, hey Unka, tell me why we use the main file. I'll never explain the main file now, because of this is the first session where I need to pass the basic details. Once your, I can say, initial phase is ready, once your base is covered, then I'm able to explain you the in-depth knowledge about the step-by-step why variable, why main file, what is this Terraform structures, and many more things. Okay. So first we are going to understand what is the DevOps, because of Terraform is the part of DevOps where we are integrating all solutions with DevOps. Okay. So whenever we are running Terraform, we have a two strategies to run the Terraform. First thing is manually from the laptop, from the desktop, anywhere, okay, where we need to just pass the AWS key details and login details, and based on that, it will capture your AWS account and it will deploy within your I can say console. Okay, so this is the first strategy. Second strategy is, we have a CI/CD integrations that will happen with Jenkins or any other tools. Okay, through the CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous deployment, right? So that is also we are using some time to implement this solution, and not some time. I can say 50% organizations are using this CI/CD to automate the complete business. Okay, so any developer or someone updated the repository, that will automatically trigger. There is no any human interaction between this process. Okay, and that's why we are using the DevOps strategies. So quick questions for everyone, Krishna, Gokul, and I can say I missed the last name. Shit, just 1 minute.
Just say Surya.
Yeah, Surya. So any questions related to the DevOps that you would like to ask?
So how are we going to do CI/CD through Terraform?
Yeah. So what's happened? I'll give you one basic walkthrough. So whenever we are designing CI/CD, na, at that time we are designing one YAML file. Okay, that YAML file will follow our instruction. So Terraform will work in the three phases: initialization, cloud in it, okay, or Terraform in it. It means it's capturing the all packages, plugins that is required to deployment. Second is Terraform plan. In the Terraform plan area, it will show us the complete details. Once your code will deploy, what is the structure of your code and how it will graphically, you know visible for us. That details you will get in the plan. Then the validate, it will validate your code is in proper format, that is perfect. Okay, once these three phases are passed, last phase is apply, where we are going to apply the complete code. Okay, so this all structure which we can do manually as well as CI/CD, as I recently mentioned. But whenever we are going manually, we need to do Terraform plan, Terraform apply, everything. But if we are planning this to do with CI/CD, so we just need to write one YAML file, and that YAML file will apply for this complete core, and it will automatically start it for the deployment. I know that currently it's little bit difficult to understand for you. This is, completely new concept, and I'm not explaining with the help of any example or any demo. So don't worry. The topic which looks like Onkar is not explaining, because of that is there is some reason. Okay, if I explain that now, you will never get the clarity what is going on with Terraform. Okay, so step by step I'll cover everything. If you have any questions, queries, just disturb me over there. Any stupid question, any silly question, acceptable, no worries for that. You can ask that, okay, and I'll be responsible to answer. So the DevOps is integration process where we are following the agile methodology. Okay, so agile methodology, waterfall framework. Okay, so there are some strategies that is designed by the software engineering framework, and we are applying that with our environment and follow that structure for the every deployment. Okay, so same way the DevOps means developer and operational are integrated with each other, and they are applying some automation with our environment. That's called as DevOps. Okay, so I'll give you the quick example: development and operational. So development means, suppose I'm a developer, I have designed one .NET applications. Now I just need to host that .NET application based on one IIS based server. So how I'm going to host that? I don't have any knowledge about the cloud and DevOps, how the CI/CD pipelines are going to work, how the Jenkins are work. My work is something like design the application, design the code, check it out locally with Visual Studio Code, how it is working, what strategies I have applied over there, and once I cover that, then I can move ahead for release. Okay, and that release will done by the operational engineer. Okay, which is called as ops, developer and operational. So operational engineer work is design that pipeline, understand and take a knowledge from the developer, and apply that code with our environment, so customer will happy with that code and with that application. So this is called as DevOps integration. So whenever we are calling the DevOps integrations, right, or the DevOps strategy, it's completely automation. It means faster and smaller release. Okay, faster means compared to the on-premises, compared to the any other cloud provider deployment. DevOps will give you the quick idea, and within a seconds, your codes, your applications are ready in a front of you, right? So whenever we are calling about the, I can say, financials websites, after that e-commerce websites, or many more organizations that is related to the logistic, they never go with the manual deployment. I can say the currently the OTT platforms are also following the DevOps strategies, Kubernetes, containers, Terraform. Because of that helps them to quickly deploy the environment. If there is any workload is going on and they need something, they need any QA environment that they wanted to convert into the production later. So this types of workload quickly within a single code apply we are able to do. Okay, and that's why the DevOps is comes in picture. So the intention to show you what is DevOps is, in the next some sessions we are going to do this task with the DevOps as well, and Terraform is the one part of DevOps. Okay, so as I mentioned, it's infrastructure as a code, but absolutely it's one part of the DevOps that we need to follow everywhere. So whenever we are going with any industry, they will never ask you, hey, Terraform. They will ask, hey, DevOps. And inside in that DevOps, the subtopic is Terraform, Ansible, Puppet, Chef, and many more things. Okay, that is all are the open source integration platforms that we are collaborating with the DevOps, right? So this is the one strategy of DevOps: apply process, and I can say release process. So any questions on this? Anything would you like to ask, team?
The concept is clear. Thank you.
Awesome, great. So let me jump on the next slide. So now we are going to understand what is the infrastructure as a code. Okay, I have written this because of intentionally to show you why Terraform. Okay, and I know that these calls are recorded. That's why I've added all the details in the slide. So in future, if anyone wanted to check out any details, that person can quickly get that. Okay, that is the intention. So, what is the infrastructure as a code? So, infrastructure as a code is management of infrastructure related to the networking. Virtual machine means EC2 instance, load balancer, connections topology. Connections topology is related to the any networking part. Okay, in a descriptive model using the version control to store the files. Version control means what is exactly version control. So whenever we are designing any type of code, where we are storing that code, we are storing into the GitHub repository, Bitbucket, or somewhere like any specific cloud provider repository based on the requirement. Okay, so suppose let's understand I have a GitHub repository. I've added my code over there. 20 developers are simultaneously working on that code. Which methodology I need to follow? Single GitHub repository will work over that? Absolutely no. That will, completely, I can say, the bullshit format, which I saw, okay? Many time I saw some organization, big organization, I can say, they are following single repository for code, okay? And they don't know because of their developers, their experts are not showing that skill set. Yes, version control is possible. We can control the specific version of your code. That helps us to identify what's going on. If something goes wrong into the master, how I can quickly get that details from the future branch. Okay, so branching is also really important part whenever we are talking about the code level. So I'll tell you my some project structure about the GitHub repository, how we work. Okay, so at my time, I think we are 7 developer in last project, recent project. 7 developers. We worked on the Terraform, and the project is really big project. That was take I can say 6 to 7 months to the implement the code only. So what structure I followed over there, because of I have lead that team completely at that time. So we design one repository with our organization. Okay, after that one specific account we have created for customer end, okay, to add the code. So one is master branch we have created in that account, and the second one is specifically feature branch. Okay, and one is there, 3 branches are there. After that, what structure we followed, I'm going to tell you. So first thing, whenever we have designed the code, we upload that code into the specific account. Like suppose Unkar has been designed that code, Unkar will upload into the Unkar's directory. Everyone have a access into the my repository. Okay, and once I upload the code, I'll confirm that with everyone. Yes, this is perfect, this is good, yes, perfect. Then that will automatically move into the development branch. Okay, our administrator will approve that code, and then that will pull into the development. Okay, once that pull into the development, then my work is over. Okay, now my second team, part B, will start to validate that code. That code is in proper format. Okay, then that will goes into the master. But before going that code with the master, I just need to check it out, that master code which is already available, that is moved into the feature. So what happened? If my development code is going into the master, if something goes wrong, I'll revoke it. Okay, quickly I'll revoke it into the development, and feature will revoke into the master. Okay, that is completely, I can say, version control methodology that we need to apply everywhere. So development will approve when every developer will say yes, this is perfect, go ahead. At that time this strategy will work. Okay, so there are multiple branching strategies that also we are going to show. I can say for the Terraform areas, no one will show you the branching strategy. Any trainer or any, I can say, expert. But I'm showing everywhere that branching strategy, because of that is really important. So whenever we are going with the code level and designing the code, to set up that code in a proper directory or proper GitHub repository, it's really important. Okay, and that we need to follow. So that's why I can say version control to store your files. Okay, and step by step I'll give you the more details about the version control as well. So what is the infrastructure as code? The conclusion is infrastructure as a code is the tool where we need to manage our complete infrastructure through this specific tool. Okay, and that is helpful to deploy our code in a proper format and easy way, 30x faster compared to the any other tools and manual deployment. Let's assume that suppose I have a single code that I'm using currently. Okay, and same thing my engineers, 20 engineers are going to do manually. Which is better format? Absolutely my code. Once I trigger the code, init, plan and apply, that's it, my work is done. Within a 5 to 10 minutes, any heavy environment, max to max 10 minutes, it will be applicable in my infrastructure area or my AWS console. So that capability I have with the infrastructure as a code. So let's move on the next slide. Why the infrastructure as a code is important. Okay, I believe this first, I can say, half an hour or 30 minutes between this deck, it will little bit irritating, I can say, because of I'm sharing only on the deck. But believe me, you will get a more details based on this. All these details are going to link somewhere. Okay, so please focus on this. This is really important and basic concepts. I know that everyone is expert between the every technologies. So just the intention was give you the proper form that things will connect somewhere, and that is the intention. So why is the infrastructure as code important? Review changes, no more snowflakes, configuration drift, reduce human error, and security. These all 5 points. Why I come with this all 5 points. Review the changes. So anything goes wrong, as I recently mentioned, once I did Terraform initialization, when I'm going with Terraform plan, I have a capability to graphically view that details what I'm going to deploy over there before apply or before deploy that. That capability I have. Second thing, we have TerraTest. Okay, TerraTest is one of the fantastic tool that is available from the HashiCorp, and that tool will help us to manage our code and review the changes and every details that is applicable for the Terraform. I'm repeating the name of that tool, TerraTest. Okay, you can note it down, because of once I cover today's session, I'm going to align you some tasks that is based on some knowledge transfer and all. So yeah, I'm repeating again, TerraTest. Next is no more snowflakes. Okay, so this is something like I can say snowflakes means specifically the code version controlling capability. This point I'm going to explain you within next two sessions. Okay, because of this point specifically, I need one demo in a front of you. So let's ignore this currently. Next is configuration drift. Same thing. This both points are dependent on each other. So this both topics we are going to see in our next demo, because of specifically demo is needed for these two topics. Reduce human error. One of the fantastic concept. Okay. So absolutely, whenever we are deploying any type of code, what first thing is comes in a picture? First thing is comes in a picture, which is naming convention. What naming convention I need to follow to deploy this code? Everywhere, if you have your if you have your any senior manager and he say, hey, go ahead and deploy this code, what is your first question? Hey, tell me the naming convention, what I need to apply over there before they deploy that manually. VPC network range, is there any network range 10.10.0.0/16, something like that? After that, what is the naming convention of my EC2 machines? Is there any gateway transist? Everything I need to ask over there. Okay, and that is challengeable. Absolutely. So reduce human error means, suppose EC2 machine name is web server 1 and I did web server. What happened? I deployed the service, I configured it, and then I realized, hey, this service I deployed with the wrong name. Absolutely, customer will never agree if you align the wrong name. If your customer is approved name for you, like, hey, go ahead and deploy my machine with the web server 1, and you deploy it with the web server, he never agree with you. This is my experience, live experience I'm sharing. Okay, he never agree with you. Why I take web server only? I need web server 1. You do anything, I don't care. This is the response I also many times saw from the customer end. So we need to take care of this part very efficient way. So this thing many time happens. Okay, this is the human error, and that is challengeable. But if you have a Terraform, you saw that, yes, I have deployed this service with a wrong name. What you need to do, just go ahead, change that name and apply it again. Automatically the change which you did, that specific resource will destroy and recreate. That capability have in the Terraform, right? And that helps us to manage our business and manage our complete infrastructure strategies. Next is security, most important point. Everywhere security is really important. Anyone who is going on a cloud, at that time also people are asking what types of security do we have. So definitely, whenever we are deploying the Terraform have a capability. It will create state file. Just ignore this topic which I am recently going to explain. Okay, because of that is last phase topics. If I explain now, you will never get clarity. So state file it will create. So whenever anyone deploying the specific code, suppose Gokul has been going to deploy the code, or Gokul already deployed. Okay, so at that time what's happened? Suppose Krishna and Surya, these both guys are going to deploy randomly at same time. So that file will lock for both of them. because of Gokul is going to deploy. Once Gokul will release, then you are able to do anything over there. So these types of securities capability we have. Okay, plugins are there. That plugins are helps us to manage our complete security. Okay, so there are multiple capabilities that we have. Teratest. So any malware or something going to attach with your code, that is never happen because of we have a Teratest that will control everything. So there are multiple capabilities which quickly will get with the infrastructure as a code. Now let's move on the next slide. If you have any questions, team, please let me know. Any questions up to this? Anything would you like to ask?
When we are deploying the wrong place, so are we going to destroy that one and redeploy it to other workplace? Is that right?
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And the thing is little bit different compared to the my explanation. Okay, I'll tell you. Suppose you have a X AWS console, you have a Y AWS console. You deploy in X. Your console is right. But the thing is happen is like you deploy the code in a proper manner. Only the thing is web server one, we did web server. Okay. Now customer is saying, hey, Krishna, hey Gokul, I just want web server one only. I don't care you delete, you do anything over there. That is not my concern. So what you just need to do, you go ahead, edit your file, do a web server one, that's it, and redeploy it. So what happened? Terraform will go and check it out. Yes, this resources I recently deployed. Then what is the change? Oh, this specific EC2 instance name is changed. So it will destroy that instance name and recreate, right? So this has happened. The second thing, which is your current scenario, like as you mentioned, suppose I deployed within a wrong console or X and Y, I have a two console. I need to deploy in Y, but mistakenly I did with X. So at that time, what I can do? So simply you just need to do a Terraform destroy and enter button. That's it. Automatically your infrastructure that was deployed with the help of Terraform, automatically it will destroy, and again you can log out that specific console and log in with your new console, and you are able to do that. Okay, so this is possible with the help of Terraform. So there is no any challenge to you, or there is no any time consuming work for you where you need to lot of effort, invest lot of efforts to delete that resources, check it out how it's going on. Like suppose you created the VM and you deleted, I can say EC2 instance, or you deleted with the console, so there might be chance your disk will not delete. Okay, so you just need to go ahead with disk and check it out, yes my disk is deleted or not, my VPC is not deleted. But if you apply the destroy directly, that will automatically destroy all the stuff which is deployed by the Terraform, right? So this capability you will get over there.
Hey, Omkar. So
Yeah.
quick thing, you're explaining the deployment of a wrong file, web
Hmm.
versus web one. So I know
Hmm.
we are still in very early stages. So when you are providing this deployment, what do you
Hmm.
call configuration to the
Hmm.
Terraform to go ahead
Hmm.
and deploy a software or a whatever version. So
Hmm.
what parameters are you providing? I know you said EC2 instance, so that is the instance
Hmm.
information. Apart from that,
Hmm.
what do you provide? I know the file name, that is also understood, so it's going to deploy that particular file to that particular instance. So apart from this two which I have
Hmm.
mentioned, so what other configurations or inputs you're going to provide in your YAML file or manually to
No, no, no.
proceed with the
I, I,
deployment?
I think. This is Surya, right?
Yes, yeah, please.
Yeah. So Surya, what I'm saying, like as you recently mentioned YAML, what I define over here is YAML is only used for the CI/CD integration. It means suppose I designed Terraform code, right? I uploaded
Mhm.
that with GitHub repository. So the task which I'm doing manually, Terraform init, Terraform plan, Terraform validate, Terraform apply. Okay. So this
Mhm.
I'm going to return in YAML. Okay.
Okay,
So whenever I'm running the CI/CD, at that time YAML will check out with my repository. Yes, this code is available. Yes, it will capture that code, and YAML will follow the instruction. Yes, first I need to do init, second plan, third validate, fourth apply.
okay.
Yeah, and then it will deploy. Okay, and Terraform, now I'm talking about the Terraform code as you recently mentioned. Like suppose as we are talking about the single file where you said like Unkar, you're changing the EC2 instance name, but what about the other parameters? So I just wanted to inform to everyone, okay, Terraform is not an logical programming language, okay. It's not an user defined module, okay. There is no any user defined module. Like suppose I'm writing the Java code. What I need to design, I need to pass the integer character, and based on my requirement I'll pass the array as well. Suppose I need to pass 8 character, I'll pass 8 arrays over there. So this types of logical format you don't need to do. What you need to do, every module is available on HashiCorp website, okay. Every module that is designed by the specifically from the HashiCorp team, that is not designed by any user, okay. So that is predefined module. We can call that predefined module. That predefined module we just need to take it and use in our infrastructure. But yeah, the thing is like to understand the Terraform and take this training, because of once you started to integration at the project level, there is not a single EC2. Customer will never come to you and ask, hey, give me a single EC2 instance. There is huge of requirement, okay. He is looking for the configuration of the inside of EC2 with the Terraform, okay. He need 100 number of instance with the Terraform and a single code. Okay, so at the single code level, how you are going to deploy the 100 number of instance, that is also important. You are using any count over there where you define the count, yes, 20 instance, it will automatically deploy 20, or indexing something like that. Okay, so this will all happen with the HashiCorp website. Okay, so I just wanted to quickly show you, because of otherwise if I can move ahead directly, that will confuse you. Okay, so my screen is visible, correct?
Hmm.
Suppose I type AWS Terraform EC2, right?
Hmm.
Automatically HashiCorp website will open, okay? And based on this HashiCorp website, you just go ahead, okay? This is the registry, and all the code is available over here. Are you able to see this?
Hmm.
Yeah. So this is my code. I just need to copy this code and I need to check it out. Yes, this code is right or wrong. What I'm doing over here. Okay. So this is the VPC code, right? This is the
Hmm.
subnet of inside in the VPC. Network interface which I need to define over here. After that, EC2 instance, size is T2 micro, images which is I have taken AMI 005E 72DC, okay, any image name, okay, that I need to select. After that, the network interface I have called over here. This is the network interface, and I called through this instance ID, okay. So this way I need to call my code. So step by step you will get the clarity. Once I explain the first demo, then step by step I can say, you get the more details on this. So currently ignore this code part. My intention to show these details is all the code is available over the internet in this HashiCorp websites, okay.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
you just need to copy paste and design as per your need. Like suppose this is the address range, okay. Customer don't want this range, right? Customer is provided already one specific address range to you. What you need to do, you just need to replace this address range. Next is the region. The region is not perfect for you. You need any East US region, okay. This is the US West, East US. So I just change it out the availability zone and region. That is the one intention. After that, I wanted to separate out my network interface from my VPC. Okay, it means my network interface file is different, Terraform code is different, and that will deploy simultaneously, but the code is different. I can say specific folder or specific file. So I need to I will able to segregate that in a proper format. That is really important. So the
I think
intention. Hmm,
I think I don't want to divert from the actual thing, but yeah, I
hmm,
got your point. As we move forward, as we
hmm.
actually implement and do it, I may get
Hmm.
more clarity. You can proceed with
No, no, no,
our.
no, no problem, no problem. I can
Thank
say
you.
to the everyone, okay. Any topic. Frankly speaking, I'm not, debating with anyone or something like that. Any topic that you are not able to understand, ask me 100 times. I'll definitely answer that. Okay. I'm taking money for that. Okay. No need to
Thank you.
worry about any process. Okay.
Thank
So if you have any queries, you can ask. If the session will late, that is not challenge for me. But your doubt clearance is really important. Okay. And I'm frankly speaking expecting some good feedbacks with my end user or my customers as well, okay, because of I'm providing the training from past 2 to 3 years, but I never saw anyone who is asking me any questions and I'm not able to answer. You can
Great.
ask anything. I'll responsible for that.
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the $399 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.